Nice to see this path very clear, because there have been times in the past where I've had to fight my way through this. Nice to see it looking like this. I saw a video on YouTube recently, and it was an American farmer, and he was the video was entitled "Why Do Farmers Leave a Single Tree in the Middle of a Field?" And I was thinking, I don't know, what do they? And you can't, you know, I'm going to forget now all the reasons, but some of the main reasons were it gives the cattle somewhere to shade if there's nothing else around. It gives the farmer somewhere to shade, but it's also apparently good for the soil erosion or something, because it showed where the tree was. It was a lot higher than the ground because the ground had eroded. You know, I think there was more reasons, but I can't think what they were. One of them was just the fact that he likes the tree and it's been there years, which is a damn good reason in my humble opinion to keep it there, because it's always been there. Too many trees being chopped down, especially around this area, well, where I live. Don't know what the reasoning is, but we're tired of it. That little house over there hidden, look. You can see it better down here. I've seen, when I've been walking out here before, I've seen kids coming up off the road and walking through the field and going and playing in that woodland. And again, it's like that when I did the walk Cottesbook to Cretan, and I'm talking about like growing up and the childhood you have. That was perfect example of it. The kids were they'd obviously just come from maybe they'd come from Holdenby Mill or one of the houses nearby or whatever, and this was their evening fun. They just come out, stroll through the beautiful sunny countryside, fields, and muck about in the woods. I remember when I saw it, I just thought, you lucky little devils. You don't know what you've got, you don't know how good you've got it. Maybe they do, I hope they do. What a childhood. What a life. I passed by a lot of these houses in the countryside and I'm so jealous. I just think, what a life they've got living out there in that house with that view, with that garden. But then again, saying that, I remember I was being in Swanage years ago down in Dorset, and what's that? I knew I could hear something. I was down in Swanage, and we used to go on a lot of holidays to Swanage. I grew up down there. Not grew up down there, but I grew up having holidays down there, and I love the place. I remember years ago I was in one of them little shops where you buy stuff, little trinkets and stuff, and I said to the woman, I said, "You're so lucky to live here." And she said, I'm sure she loved living there, but she made a point. She said, "I do, but I have to work 7 days a week in this shop to be able to do it." And it kind of, I just thought, yeah, it's not always as rosy as you think, is it? Sometimes there's a little bit more to the tale. Sometimes people aren't just living idyllic lives. I'm sure she is in some ways, but you never know someone's story till you till you ask them or you hear it. If I can find the video about that, the farmer leaving the tree in the field, I'll put it in the description if I remember to. Quite interesting though. Bit hazy now, isn't it? Yeah. Just as I walked up here, a guy pulled up in his car, asked me where that path leads. I said, Holdenby Mill, Cank Farm, Spratton if you go far enough. But that's why I didn't film coming through the gate, because anyway, this is a Holdenby road. Fairly quiet this time of the morning. Muddy Education is like a little nursery group they have in the woods down in Holdenby. They've got a little camp set up and things like that, logs to sit on, and just probably outdoors, a little bit of outdoors learning for kids. Beautiful horses, look at them. Beautiful old phone box. It looks like it's still in use. That's what we like to see. Perfect. Not like that one in Noble. It was completely empty. Oh, going to see me in a minute. Don't want that, do we? Assume you can still put money in it, coins. Fantastic. That's what we like. That's definitely what we like. None of this card nonsense in a phone box. What are they doing? Well, that was yesterday, so That's the thing we saw earlier, isn't it? There you go. Historic church. We're going that way in a bit. First, have a little look at the church. Only the outside because it is 6:55 in the morning.